Howdy folks, welcome to the 3D Sapiens Road Show. Your host, Dan Davis here at the wheel. This is a deserted road. I haven't seen anybody all day, so it's okay to be driving like this. Besides, I'm a pro, or I used to be anyway, in the Army. Okay, so yesterday, the last video I shot, because it was getting dark, was from here, right about this ridge right along in here. It's where I had the little encounter with the deer, and I had another encounter with the deer farther down, another couple miles. But you can see from the odometer here that we were at 4.7 miles from Long Meadow. Yesterday you could kind of see the ridge that eventually becomes Ferguson Ridge down that way. But it's just kind of hazy today, and it looks like snowfall. There's ash everywhere. When I stopped at the Rainier Creek back there where I took some video and pictures, it looked like snowfall. There's ash falling, it looked like. Anyway, okay, so we're coming up on the intersection. God, this is so nice to be doing this so fast. Yesterday I was dying because all told it was probably 17 miles round trip with all the stuff. But coming up is the intersection where I screwed up a few days ago, where I ended up going down that side trail that I wasn't supposed to be on, that I talked about earlier today, took pictures and video and all that stuff earlier today. So anyway, here's the intersection where I blew it. You can see these, this is a great sign there, but not very helpful coming from the other direction. And here's the sign there. I took pictures of that yesterday. Little sign marking the road. And then there's a somewhat very vaguely legible road. The only thing to understand is, unless you got a rock hopper 4-wheel drive, stay off of the blue trails. Those are for cross-country skiing. But anyway, so we're going to keep on going here. There's a little spur, I think it's 37B or X something. It goes up to the top of this ridge. I just figured out where it goes, looking at the map and whatnot. But there look to be some good rappelling sites up there, potentially. There's some big cliffs. My guess is that's the only reason for that little spur going up that way, is to get to the cliffs, because otherwise it would dead end somewhere on that little ridge right there. Okay, so we're getting towards the worst part of the road here. This is not bad. Coming up on Long Meadow, which really is long, and someday when I'm have plenty of time and whatever, I might actually go to the meadow and walk along the meadow, follow the meadow down rather than the road. I mean walking, of course, just to see what it looks like from there. But anyway, okay, I'm going to pause it here for a minute because you don't need to hear everything. Okay, so here is kind of the head of the meadow, or part of the meadow anyway. There's a reforestation project going on here. Now here's where it gets tricky. You can see the 22X, what is it, 5S or 6S? 5S. 22X goes up that way. Looks actually well traveled. There was a timber truck that came down. I was parked back that way about 100 yards the other day, but I came through. But you can see the reforestation project there. With the 3 types of pine. Okay, this is the worst part of the road, and when we get to someplace where I can stop and focus on one thing at a time, I'll show you where it is on the map. So if you can get over that, and there's another little one coming up here, this is the worst part. It's just the other day when I got on that major goalie stuff is because I was on that road that I wasn't supposed to be on. Okay, let me pause it here a minute. Right. Okay, so there's this little mess right here. And the biggest thing is not getting stuck in the mud. Bump, bump. Okay. Ce n'est pas de problème, comme dit en français, et les fleurs sont très jolies. Oh, nice. Anyway, okay, so cruising along in my automobile. Crazy Dan is at the wheel. Yeah, so this is about as bad as it gets on this little stretch of this whole road. Up until Big Sandy Creek, which, if you saw the video that I shot there yesterday walking by the thing, or walking over the log to cross it so I didn't get wet, it's a little splash for the car, but I came through that way, so hopefully it'll make it through the other direction too. There's some nice rocks right along the road here, boulders that could be potential rappelling places, or work on the top of the car. More of the meadow. Alright, I think I'm going to pause it for a few minutes. We're getting close to the creek, but give me a couple minutes. Quail family. These are the Chihuahuas of the bird family, of the bird world. They're all frantic, paranoid, and the big ones, as near as I can tell, the big ones will fly off to distract you from the little ones. I saw this family yesterday when I walked through here. There's a bunch of little ones, but they're hiding, and the big ones fly off to distract any potential predators, I suppose. Anyway, so we're coming down on the creek area now, dropping down into this little valley. You can see the smoke is all the way over here. By the way, the last big intersection that I was videoing, where I showed you where I got lost, that's kind of like the summit of this road. From there, it's all pretty much downhill. Especially like right in here, you can see it's pretty steep. It gets a little rough, but no biggie. And right in here yesterday, somewhere. Whoa, shh. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it gets a little weird. But right in here somewhere, I saw the track of a snake crossing the road in that soft sand. But it was gone. I don't know what it was. Oopa, oopa, oopa. Okay, there's the other side of the creek right there. Those trees. So we're very, very close. I'm going to pause it again for a second. Okay, if you saw the recording yesterday, you will see the critters that I amiably refer to as future hamburgers of America. So we are at Dinky Creek Campground, which is closed supposedly because of hazardous trees, although they're pretty much green to me, but whatever. Okay, this road goes straight towards Fresno Dome and some other places, which I will investigate someday. Hey, there's visitors here today. Another forester person. Blinker on. Okay, ooh, I don't want to get dust all in his car. People, be very careful around people when there's dust. It's really annoying. Okay, so Little Sandy, Fresno Dome, and then Fish Camp 5 miles. So that's stuff I was videoing yesterday. Bitters. I think I'm going to cruise around over here slightly, just because I didn't the other day. So we're coming up on the creek, which is where it gets interesting crossing. There's probably another way around, but I don't know. At any rate, so here is the Big Sandy Creek, and as you can see, there's very little sand, mostly rocks. Woohoo! Yeah, reminds me of the army driving. Okay, all right. I'm gonna pull in kind of over here by like where I was at yesterday, so we can see exactly on the odometer. Okay, good. Thank you. Coming up on 7 something. So I'm not sure how they measured it. By this odometer, I'm getting 7.2. But I think their signs are off a little bit. But here's where I was yesterday. I'm just going to pull in right here. And if you haven't seen it, you can check out the video from yesterday that I shot here. Alright. Okay, well, hold on. Let me shut this down real quick. If I can. Hello. I'm blocking it. Alright, there we go. Okay, once again, thanks for watching the 3D Sapiens Road Show, and have a great day.